Hi, I'm Ben Johnson. I'm the product director for Starcraft RV. I'm standing outside a 2025 Starcraft Super Lite 241 BH, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes giving a walk around video, talking about the highlighted features on the outside, and then we'll head to the inside and talk about some of the things that make this, we feel, a great value for our customers. So I'm going to start on the roof. The first thing that I want to talk about on the roof is our PVC roof membrane. There's two big things that I want to point out with our PVC roof membrane that separate us, that make it a good value, make it a great product. The first thing is the PVC material has a lifetime warranty, and that warranty is non-prorated, which basically what that means is 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 30 years, the life of your ownership of this travel trailer. If you have any problems with the material breaking down or going bad, fully replaceable parts and labor. So that's a great peace of mind feature that you really can only get with PVC in this industry. So the second thing is it does not absorb heat. It reflects sunlight and it does not absorb heat. And so in the summer months, it gets really hot in parts of United States, across North America really, but especially the southern United States. Having a material that does not absorb heat is a huge advantage. It helps the air conditioner work properly and helps the customers more comfortably use our trailers in the summer. So a couple of things that we feel are great with the PVC material. Also, we use the Magnum Roof System. A couple of things about the Magnum Roof System that makes it special. First of all, most roof rafters in the industry, they're built with a top cord and a bottom joist, and then just really small metal studs in the center to hold them together. What we use are full-size 2-inch wide wood studs like you would have in a wall, or like we would have in a wall of a trailer. That makes for a much more sturdy rafter. And then we join all that together with oversized nail plates on both sides of the rafter. A lot of our competitors don't even have nail plates in the center part of their rafters. They just use those metal studs to join them together. We have full-size nail plates all the way on both sides. So the end result of that is a very, very strong and sturdy rafter system. It's actually rated at 4,500 pounds. And so provides fully walkable, obviously, at that weight rating, but also, just as importantly, a very strong top cap to the trailer. Forms a very, very stable and sturdy system. So we're very happy to have the Magnum Roof System. Also on the roof is a standard feature for us for 2025, which is our Xtend Solar 1, which is all of our trailers we provide a solar system standard on our products. And so the Xtend Solar 1 includes a 200-watt roof panel. It includes heavy gauge wiring down to the battery bank, and it includes a 30-amp controller. For us, that's a very important feature. Even customers that don't think that they need solar, oftentimes everyday use, there's benefits and advantages to having that solar as a standard feature. It helps charge the batteries when you're not using it. It also allows you to run lights when you're not plugged in. Any outlet that's plugged into it. So if you have a TV in there that's plugged into one of the outlets, you can watch the TV without being plugged in. So if you're at a sporting event or a family member's house and you're not able to plug in, you can still use some of the important features on our trailer because we provide that solar system standard. So we're excited to offer that. This is a Super Lite, so this is a fully laminated product, and we actually vacuum bond laminate. There's two ways to laminate in this industry. There's a couple of ways. The two main ways are vacuum bond technology and then what's called pinch roll technology. We use vacuum bonding for Starcraft. We're very proud of that. We feel like it's the best system. So this entire sidewall, the entire front wall, the entire back wall, they're separate pieces, but they all will go into a vacuum machine. And the parts and pieces of this wall, fiberglass, aluminum framing, block foam insulation, all that stuff's put together in a sandwich, so, if you will, and it goes into a vacuum bond machine, and it's in that machine for 10 or 15 minutes, and it sucks all the air out, and it puts a tremendous amount of pressure, and it glues this whole system together. It's widely accepted as the best method in the industry. Pinch rolling, if you can picture, is just that some of these same materials that roll through a couple of rolling pins. And so they're really only under pressure for a fraction of a second while they're in between those two rolling pins. And so we feel like the vacuum bond process is just a much greater, a much nicer, but much higher quality system. The end result is a very solid system. You can bang on our side walls, our slide room end walls, our slide room walls, our end walls. Any of those walls, you can feel how sturdy and solid they are. So we're again, with the Magnum Roof System, and then with vacuum bond lamination, we're creating a very solid outer shell to our trailers with the Super Lites. Also on the outside, we do have a vacuum bond laminated front wall and then a rock guard at the bottom. These trailers are made to be towed. They're lightweight trailers. We want people, seeing multiple destinations, seeing as much of the country, as much of North America as they can. We want them out on the roads. And so, but with that is road debris, water coming up from the tow vehicles, rocks, whatever. So having a rock guard at the front and then a laminated fiberglass front wall is going to create a very durable front wall for that towing environment. Also on the outside, you'll see we have new water heaters for 2025. We are using GE branded water heaters on the Super Lite series. We're excited about that. They are 6-gallon gas electric DSI water heaters, but the GE brand obviously is a very recognizable brand, very high quality. So we're excited to have that for 2025. All of our pass-through storage compartments, another great feature for us. Storage, outside storage is always at a premium. You need a lot of room for things like bag chairs and tables and just all sorts of stuff that everybody brings on their camping trips. So having a big opening and then a nice oversized full pass-through storage, we feel is a great advantage or a value to our customers. We're going to head to the back of the trailer here. I want to show you the outside kitchen here at the back, and then we're going to talk about the entrance door and the steps. This particular floor plan has an outside kitchen, and we have a couple of models that have outside kitchens. And one of the things that I want to point out inside our outside kitchen is that we use metal as the base countertop, the base cabinet. Obviously, when you have an outside kitchen, you're more likely to have water that comes in from the outside. If you leave this up and a storm comes up and surprises you, could get rain or whatever in here. And so having a metal base here instead of having a wood based countertop, we feel is going to be a good value to the customer, much less likely for damage. Let's talk about the entrance step and the entrance door. A couple of things I want to point out. First of all, we use friction hinge entrance doors. And so one of the biggest advantages to friction hinge entrance doors is you don't have to lock it. In order to keep this from blowing closed, you don't have to lock it in place in one position. You can leave this door at any place, and it takes a very, very big gust of wind to push it closed. And so we think that's a really nice feature for 2025. Also, all of our entrance doors are prepped with a shade-ready window. And so it's a really easy thing to add aftermarket. You put the shade in there, and then you've got some more privacy at the entrance door area. I want to talk about our entrance steps. We use Lippert's solid step is our main step that we use. We still have some customers that use the older style pull-out step that bolts to the bottom of the floor, kind of in the frame area. Though it's very cumbersome. Anybody that's owned a trailer that has those, it's a very cumbersome system to use. Over time, they can get gummed up with rust and whatnot, and it just makes it really hard to operate. It's also not very stable as you enter in and out of the coach. And so with the solid step, you can see that it stores inside the coach. So when you're going down the road, there's really no chance for road debris or anything to hit the entrance step. So it's going to look nicer for longer. And then the operation of it, I feel, is much easier. You just pull a clip and then you let it down. It's lightweight. It drops down. It has adjustable feet at the bottom. So if you are camped anywhere and you're at a different grade, you've got a grade front to back or whatever, you can adjust those feet. So that is a level step going into the coach. Next thing I'd like to talk about with the step is the wider top tread, the deeper top tread. Again, one of the disadvantages to the pull-out steps for years has been that top tread only comes out 6 inches or so from the coach. So it's very common that you would miss that top step, especially coming down. But going into the coach, it's just awkward. And so having this deeper top step, it's almost like having a landing in your house. It's a much safer platform entering and exiting your coach. If you're carrying groceries into the trailer, you're packing your trailer up and you're not looking down, you can't see, it's just much less likely that you're going to trip and fall. Or you're coming out in the morning and you miss that top step, much less likely that you're going to trip and fall down the steps. So very excited to have the solid step as a feature for 2025. We're going to head to the inside of the coach and talk about some of the features on the inside. So join me on the inside. All right, we're on the inside of the 2025 Starcraft Super Lite 241BH. I'm going to talk about a number of things on the inside. We're going to start here in the kitchen area, and I want to highlight some new features for 2025, some of our highlighted features that we think creates a lot of value in this product. The first thing is for 2025, we have a new kitchen appliance suite. And we use a product called Envision now, and there's a ton of things to talk about with those. So I'm going to focus on a couple of things though. The first thing is the refrigerator. We're using a 10 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. And so the 10 cubic foot refrigerator is larger than a lot of our competitors. Most of our competitors are using either 6 or 8 cubic foot refrigerators. And so ours is a little bit deeper, gives you a little bit more cold storage. We know when you're camping that refrigerator and freezer storage space is always at a premium. So to offer that extra 2 cubic feet of storage, we feel is a really good value for our customers. 12 volt refrigerators are very, very efficient. You'll see they look on the inside, they look like residential refrigerators. They have a residential look to them, crisper trays, glass shelves. Again, very efficient. And then I think a very big advantage to this system is that it has a bottom mount freezer and is a very large freezer. So frozen pizzas, popsicles, all the different stuff that sometimes you got to make a choice on what you put in there. With the bottom mount, the larger bottom mount freezer setup, you can take more stuff with you. So we're very excited about the new refrigerator for 2025. Also in the kitchen area, we have the Envision range top. A really nice feature with the range top is that it is flush mount. So it's mounted flush to the countertop. That's what that means. A big benefit of that is it does provide you with more usable countertop space. So a lot of our competitors in this segment, they'll have a top mount or a system that sits much more on top. And so it breaks up the countertop space much more. Also having a tempered glass top, we feel is an awesome advantage or a great feature. Again, not a lot of people want to add, like if they put pizza boxes or bread or whatever, set it down, and they don't want to put it on top of a range top. But with the glass top covering it, it's a much more natural, much safer way to have more countertop space. Beneath that glass top is a residential style grate. No longer do you have the smaller wire grates. A nice heavy-duty residential grate with 3 burners. It's also an oversized oven, and so it's got a wider door, so you can much more easily make frozen pizzas and things like that. It's got a glass viewing, so you don't have to open the oven up to see if your stuff's done. So we're very excited about the new Envision range top. Nice, stylish range hood here. Nice curved range hood. Also in the kitchen, I want to talk about our pressed membrane countertops. So pressed membrane is a technology that basically makes a one-piece seamless countertop. A lot of our competitors still use a laminated countertop that would have a T-mold that gets attached to the edge here of the countertop. And that's a less expensive way of doing it. It's what's been used in the industry for years. But one of the big problems with using a T-mold design is any kind of water that goes over the edges of the countertops or over the edges into your sinks, much greater chance for water intrusion to get into that countertop system, and then for that countertop system to start to delaminate and blow up. So having a press membrane top greatly reduces that risk. You can see there's no seam, so if you spill water on it or you're cleaning it or whatever and water comes over the edge, you don't have to stress over that because you have much less chance of any kind of issues on your countertop. Press membrane countertops also allow us to have an undermounted sink in the kitchen area. So no more are the sinks that you sit on top, that you got the ugly lip with the caulk all the way around it that starts to look dirty after you've used it for a couple of times. These are all very nice undermounted sinks. Again, if you're cleaning, you're cutting vegetables, whatever, you just slide stuff into your sink or slide it past it. It's not going to get caught up on the edges. Just a much cleaner, better application. It also allows us to have larger sinks. So you can see here we have a large single basin kitchen sink. Most of our competitors, or a lot of our competitors, are going to have a double basin. And so what that effectively gives you is just two smaller sinks. And so if you're washing anything like pots, any oversized pots, or you just have a lot of dishes to do, it just breaks it up, makes it harder to use. Having this bigger basin here allows you to do that much more easily. Another new feature for 2025 that we're very excited about is we completely redid all of our cabinet doors and our drawers. The main goal was to increase storage. We know that interior storage is at a premium, so all of our doors and our drawers are bigger. You'll see much less exposed styles and gaps and whatnots because we have more storage, bigger storage. And then also we have hidden hinge doors. Historically, that's been a motorhome feature or a higher end fifth wheel feature. We have that in our trailer series now, and we're very excited about it. And then we have the magnet catches on the doors. You can see that's a very sturdy catch, but with the magnet system, it's a lot more reliable than the older style catches. I'm going to move into our living area. I'm going to talk about our TV. So we have a new TV for 2025. We're very excited about it. It is what we call an entertainment TV. And so essentially this is a smart TV. So it's got a number of streaming services built into it. That's very big nowadays. Obviously, it is an HD TV. It's a 40-inch TV, so it's got a nice size to it. But then the thing that separates it from a lot of our competitors, it does have a built-in sound bar and a built-in radio, built-in Bluetooth. Everything that you would have a separate radio for historically, it's all built into this TV. So one remote works everything. It's got a very nice JBL sound bar, so it puts out a great sound quality, fills the room very well. So we're very excited about this TV for 2025. In our dinette area, I'm going to talk about our dinettes. So this is our oversized, what we call our U dinette. So this gives you quite a lot of extra seating space. This is a bunkhouse floor plan, and so having a U dinette is great for added seating. But a couple of things with ours. First of all, our dinettes are all going to be at least 40 inches deep, 40 inches deep, whether it's a traditional dinette or a U dinette. That just gives you a little bit of extra space. We do have some competitors that are much more shallow than that, so this gives you some elbow room. And then also we're always going to have a nice vinyl finish on our dinette cushions and backs. We feel that's very important. This area is going to get a lot of use, a lot of eating, a lot of everything. And so having a material on your dinette base and your backs that's easy to keep clean, very important to us, and we're happy to have it. Last thing here in the living area, and then we're going to move into the bathroom and the bunk area and then do the bedroom, is I want to point out that we do use roller shades. So here in the Super Lite series, we no longer have the pleated shades with the strings. We've got the very nice blackout roller shades that are easy to operate. Don't have to worry about the strings breaking like you might be used to if you've owned a trailer before that had those style. And we've, again, just another feature that we feel adds a lot of value to the Super Lite travel trailer. I'm going to head into the bathroom and the bunk room area, talk about some highlighted features in that area. Now we're in the bunk area. I'm going to talk about a few things with our bunk beds. This is a floor plan that has bunk beds in it. We have a few in the Super Lite series. First thing, double over double in size. So you have the ability to sleep 4 kids, adult, couple of adults maybe if you have guests, but 4 kids pretty comfortably. And then the weight rating, we actually have a 600-pound weight rating on our bunks. Our philosophy is if you're going to double up the amount of people that you're giving room for, that we ought to double up the support. And so a lot of our competitors have 300-pound bunk ratings, and that's what our bunk ratings are for just single bunks. We double the size up, we want to actually double the rating up. So seems obvious. So 600-pound bunk ratings. All of our bunks are going to have a fixed ladder. So it's easy up and easy down, much safer than having the kids jump from the top bunk every time. All of our bunks are also going to have a storage net and USB chargers. Seems, again, like a little thing, but We all know our kids are going to be bringing, oftentimes bring devices with them, phones, whatnot, and having a nice place up off the mattress for those to store and then to charge. It's convenient, but it's also a safety feature. That's not always a good practice to be charging and whatnot with stuff sitting right on top of fabric or on your bunk mattress. So we're excited to have those features in our bunk area. You'll also see at the bottom of our bunk area, we have an open storage area that's sectioned off with a net. Just a nice feature. You bring in a laundry hamper or a cooler or something. You got plenty of storage. You pull that net off, you slide it in, then you put that net back on. And it's not sliding around in the coach during transit. Also could be an effective dog area. If you have a small dog, could be an area where you could keep your dog in there as well, or supplies for your dog. Let's head into the bathroom area and talk about a few things here in the bathroom. First thing in the bathroom, like I talked about in the kitchen, we have pressed membrane countertops at our lavatory area. Very big deal. Seems like a small thing, but it's a very big deal. In your bathroom, as much as anywhere in the RV environment, your bathroom is an area where there's a lot of chance for water to get around. Obviously, it's right next to a shower. And we got a shower curtain here, which does a great job of keeping the water out, but does keep the moisture and humidity, steam, all that stuff is coming into the bathroom area. And so having a countertop that is a seamless countertop in design, like our press tops are, is just very important. And we still have a lot of competitors that have the old T-molded style in their bathrooms. So having a press membrane countertop in the bathroom is a big deal, we feel. It also allows us to have an undermounted sink. Just like in the kitchen, the benefits of the undermounted sink: no seams, easier to keep clean. It also allows us for a larger basin. So a lot of our competitors will have a much smaller lavatory basin. So this one gives you just much more comfortable brushing your teeth, really using it, washing your hands, anything that you might use it for. All of our Super Lites are going to have a medicine cabinet, a full-size medicine cabinet. You can see in here, pretty deep, quite a bit of storage for anything that you might need to use, your toothbrushes, toothpaste, anything that you might put in your medicine cabinets, keep out of the way, keep hidden in a cabinet behind a couple of mirrors. Also in our bathrooms, we do use a soft close lid toilet. It's got a foot flush. The nice thing about those soft close lids is, and again, it's one of those things you might not think about, but until you've actually have the trailer, and if you don't have a soft close lid in the middle of the night, other people are trying to sleep in the coach, someone gets up and uses the restroom, let the lid go, and that lid makes a loud banging noise. With the soft close lid, you're not going to get those loud banging noises in the middle of the night to wake anybody up. So it's just a nice convenience feature. We're going to head into the bedroom here, finish up the tour in the bedroom. So follow me up there. So we're here in the bedroom. Again, this is a 2025 Super Lite 241BH. First thing I want to talk about is the actual bed in the bedroom. All of our Super Lites have a full queen size mattress. So a 60-inch wide by 80-inch deep. The 80-inch deep is really what separates us from a lot of competitors. It's a full, 80 inches is actually 6 feet, 8 inches by measurement. And so for most people, that's going to give you quite a lot of length space to sleep comfortably and not have your feet hanging over the edge, which is a nice feature. Also, it's fully walk around, as you can see. I'm standing on the side of it. I got plenty of room to walk around. Each nightstand is going to have a built-in drawer, which is a nice feature. That doesn't always happen. That we run into a lot of wardrobes that go the full length, floor to ceiling, floor down to the nightstand, I should say. That makes for a little bit more of a cramped environment when you're trying to sleep. So we feel like breaking those apart and then having a nightstand with a drawer in it that you'd put anything in there that you'd want. We have built-in multiple ways to charge our products. Various devices that people bring, CPAP machines, obviously, are important to a lot of people. Phones, alarm clocks, all this stuff. We have a pop-up charging port that is very versatile. It has built-in USB, so if you're like me and your family is always losing the charging blocks or maybe even losing the cords themselves, having the USB is nice for when you don't have the blocks. And then there is an added feature of ours that does have wireless charging. So if your phone or whatever device has the capability to sit on a wireless charger, we do have wireless charging. So if other people are using the blocks and the charging cords in the trailer, and you still have the ability to charge your phone with our pop-up device. Also here in the bedroom, we do have quite a bit of storage underneath. You can see 2 struts on either side, makes it really easy to move up and down. You can have, you know, all your bedding on top of this, and it even if it's weighing it down a little bit, makes it really easy to get access to storage underneath here. A couple other comfort features for the bedroom that we have. First one is our roller shades, our blackout roller shades. So if you get up after sunrise, like a lot of people do, having true blackout shades is a very nice feature that you might not think about, that you'll appreciate having. And then also our directional and closable AC vents. You'll see that I can turn these vents really any direction. So if you've got the air conditioner blasting and your wife doesn't like to have cold air on her, but you do, you just turn this vent this way and have it coming right on you. Or if neither one of you like it, then you just close it up, and it'll force more air to the back area of the coach. So a couple of really nice features we feel in the bedroom. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Check us out on StarcraftRV.com for more details, for more information, and also check out our YouTube channel. You can see this video and a number of other short videos on all the various features that make these products great, and on all of our other products as well for Starcraft. Thank you and have a great day.